Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we're after market close on Tuesday, August 29th. We're going to take a look at Upstart today. So Upstart has been on a tear, and as you see on this chart that we can show easily in one screen, on May 3rd, it was at $11 and some cents. And then on August 1st, it was at $72 and some cents. So, you know, it had earnings in between there, but that is quite wild. And then it had earnings again, and it's been dumping. Down almost 11, down 14, down less than 1, down 34. So, a wild ride. Now, I thought we'd put some levels in here, some trend lines if there are any, and then flip over to the Thinkorswim study and see where it sits in the channel. Take a look at the DTM squeeze and call it a video. Okay, so where to start? Where to upstart? So, interestingly, there's a gap. There was a gap here, right? That was partially filled, and then, you know, it recently almost stretched back to that level, came within a few dollars, and right around where that other level was, had a brief retracement, confirmed support over it, pushed off, and now it's fallen back through that level again. Now what is it left? It's left another gap, so I'm going to put that in there. So my question is it going to come back to fill that gap? But it looks to me that down here, there's another only partially filled gap that if it were to go down, it would enter that gap at about 1581 and it would fulfill it at about 1420. So is it going to do that insane thing? I don't know. But we'll see. It has, at this point, kind of gaps all over. So we'll see what that sort of ends up meaning. Now, we have a bit of a downtrend line I'll put in here. This might serve us better to put it in as a parallel, actually, and treat it as a down channel. That's what it looks more like to me, actually. Let's see if that's the case. Here to here. Yep. So that's the down channel that I would look at and just say, you know, for the time being, it's a pretty confined space, but it's done a couple of times on the upper and the lower bound of that channel, and it continues to confirm it. So if that continues to be the case, then so it goes, but at least we will know when it's at the top and when it's at the bottom, if it's seemingly going to accelerate the downturn or if it's going to try to leave that channel behind. Also, a good thing, we have all this really nice price action. This is actually really nice support and resistance levels that it's giving us to put in here in case it does continue to fall or in case it starts to boom. Those are the down levels I look at to the upside. Oh, I do like the look of these levels. It's actually sort of impressive. We just looked at Affirm. It's a little bit wonkier, though not too bad. But these are definitely cleaner, in my opinion. Okay, so there's not actually this giant gap here, but it's just going to clog up the chart to put a bunch of levels well above where we are right now. So I'm just going to leave it here for the moment, right? This gives us about 10% to the upside, and we could always come back if you want and take a look if it starts to jump. But $32 is where it's closed out. So nearest levels in, as I see it, 31.83 to the downside, 33.67 to the upside. Let me see if there's something more. Oh, there's a pretty solid level here. 32.61. So if it does get some strength going into tomorrow, 32.61 would be the resistance level that I would look for to kind of catch some pressure at, maybe even 32.22. I could see that as well. If it drops and it needs some support, 31.83, if not 31.07, 29.76. So there's quite a range there. Oh, but there's definitely a level there at about 30.39. Let's see, we'll put it, yeah. Okay. So those are our tight end levels. It looks a little bit better if you zoom in to something like the 10-minute, right? Clear bounce off of there, clear support, struggle, breakthrough, confirm, attempt, fall, lose support, and then just kind of wrestle with that into close. So I know it looks pretty messy on the daily, but if you zoom in to like the 10-minute, you can see those levels kind of taking shape and price action putting in motion around it. Now, Upstart has spent a long time out of the channel. So it was what, May 10th? Out of the channel. And what I always look for is when is it going to pull back to the mid-range of the channel. And it did that here. And it caught really strong support. That's what you'd want to see if you're a bull. And then pushed the upper bound and again tested the mid-range, found really good support, and then jumped right back out of the channel and just stayed there. Now this is a really strong signal. Came down, used the upper bound of the channel as support, and just tossed itself back up from, at that point from 54 all the way up, to 72. Then drew down, retraced to the mid-range, and just completely lost it, right? And lost it really quickly. And now has left to the bottom bound of the channel. It's lost the bottom bound of the channel and is trying to work itself back in. So right now it's treating that bottom bound of the channel as downtrend support. And so the question is it going to be able to try to make a run toward the mid-range, which right now is situated about 37.66? That will change as new candles get put in, but that could give it some run room if it wants to test that level above like the ranges that we have in here. So if it does that, we'll see. It does appear to maybe have some dwindling bearish momentum. So could that be dying down? Maybe. There's like this hiccup candle here and then a strong resurgence, and now it has put in 3 candles. So if it continues sort of on that path, I could see it sort of confirming that waning bearish momentum, but we'll have to see because it put in several waxing bearish candles here, with the bearish momentum picking up candle after candle after candle. So, just 3 with this sort of hiccup candle in there, not super good convincing to me, but we'll see. But this one has, plenty of possibility to get wild. And so that's why I thought it would be sort of interesting to take a look. But right now, that channel, if it's going to do anything, it's got to get out of that channel. I guess if it's going to do anything for the bulls, I should say. It's got to get out of that channel and then start to build something significant over, any of these support levels and go from there. All right, folks, I hope your trading week is off to a good start. And as always, I appreciate you watching and I will see you in the next video.